Hi, Sarah here from Sisson Photography. I'm going to show you how to use Photoshop's Smarter Selection tool, the Quick Selection tool, to select a sky. So firstly, let's click on the Quick Selection tool up here in the tool palette. Now if it's not visible, then it'll be hiding behind the Magic Wand tool here. So we just click on that and there's our Quick Selection tool there. Now you'll see when I select the tool, an options bar appears up here. So I'll briefly explain these different options. The Quick Selection tool works a little differently than Photoshop's other selection tools. Normally if we want to add to a selection, we need to hold down the Shift key while we do it. But the Quick Selection tool is already in Add to Selection mode by default. So when we use the tool, we can just keep clicking or dragging in areas and they'll keep adding to our selection. Now you can tell which mode you're in by the little plus or minus that shows in the middle of the cursor. So here we're in the Add to Selection mode. If I click up here on this wee button here with the minus side, now we're in minus or subtract from selection mode. And this last button here that's just plain is to create a new selection. Now our other options up here are, if we check this box, we'll sample all layers. And this one here, Auto Enhance. Auto Enhance can produce smoother and better selection edges, but it's a bit of a hog on performance power. So if you check it and it slows things down too much, then just turn it off. Right, let's start to make our selection. Now you'll see I'm in minus mode here, so I'm just going to switch my tool back into plus mode. Now I have the option to change my brush sizes by just using the bracket keys on your keyboard. The right bracket will increase that brush size up, and the left bracket will decrease that brush size down. Now I'm just going to zoom in a fraction here. Click back on my selection tool. Now it's simply a matter of using your cursor like a paintbrush to drag a selection along the area between the sky and the hills. Now you can see that Photoshop has actually completed the selection for me. So if I zoom back out, Photoshop has already selected the colours and tones from the sky that match my original selection and made an entire selection of the sky. Now it's looking really good at this stage, but it's always good to zoom in and check that those edges are nice and neat. They look great on the hillsides there, and I'll just move it along to the area where the trees meet the sky. Okay, now we can actually improve this edge slightly by clicking back on our selection tool and using this button here, Refine Edge. So if I click on that, it pops up a box. And what I'm going to do is check this Smart Radius under Edge Detection. And then I'm just going to use this slider here to alter my radius. Now you can see as I do that, the selection has actually improved between the edges of the tree and the sky. I'll try that a little bit more. That's great. You'll just see that a better selection has been made between the sky and the trees. So now we'll click OK. And there you have it, how to use the Quick Selection tool in Photoshop to select a sky. I hope you've enjoyed listening. Do check out our other videos on YouTube or on our website sisson.co.nz. Thanks.